Dan Södergren is a digital marketing and tech specialist. Good to speak to both of you. Dan, just give us a little bit of the background. Take us back a couple of decades. I'm sure a lot of us can't remember YouTube ever not being here, but how did it start?
Well, yeah, at some point, YouTube wasn't here. It was started by PayPal employees. You remember PayPal, of course, that's still going. It was a classic thing where they became people who sold their shares and sold PayPal became what they call the PayPal mafia over in, it sounds a little bit ominous, doesn't it? But they basically started a raft of amazing companies. And three of the people who left, Chad, Steve, and another fellow, they made YouTube, which Google famously bought only about a year after they'd built it for $1.6 billion.
Wow.
And everyone at the time thought they were pretty crazy. But of course, Google has had the last laugh because now YouTube is the second largest search engine ever. It has about 2.5 billion users that log in every month. You've got to remember, there's only something like 6 or 7 billion or maybe 8 billion people in the world, so it's pretty impressive. And over 1 billion hours of video are watched on the platform each day. So it's a huge thing. But yeah, it did not exist forever. So it's happy 20th for them.
Those numbers are mind-blowing, aren't they? Ruth, how did you get started in YouTube?
So I got started on YouTube about 6 years ago, sharing videos of travels and trips that I did. And I recently returned to Scotland after living overseas for many years and started sharing videos about Scotland and lesser discovered parts of Scotland. And yeah, that's what I'm posting now on my channel.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a personal question. It's a career now. How lucrative has it become for you? Is it worth doing?
Well, it is definitely a long game. I think if you want to get into YouTube to make money, you can be waiting a long, long time. It can be, for me, it was over 18 months before I even earned a single penny on YouTube. So you need to post a lot of videos and be very consistent before you can start earning money. But if you remain consistent and keep posting good content that people enjoy watching, you can eventually earn an income from it.
How do you work out what's good content, Ruth? Is that just trial and error in a way, or do you watch others?
So it's a mix really of what I enjoy doing, and then I post things, and then if something of that topic does well, then I'll make similar videos to that. So for example, last year I went to stay in a bothy on my own in Scotland, and that video was very popular. So I've done more of that style of video, staying overnight in different places in Scotland. So it's a bit of trial and error, testing out things and seeing what works and what doesn't.
And Dan, what's behind YouTube's success, do you think? Why is it so massive?
Well, I mean, it's the change in technology, isn't it? I mean, 70% of YouTube traffic comes from mobile and smartphones, and of course, they didn't exist before. But it's also this thing that YouTube is a little bit different to a normal platform or to a normal search engine. It's actually to do with the algorithm. It doesn't just look at keywords; it looks at what you've watched and how much you've enjoyed it and how long you've watched it for. And so it personalizes everyone's experience. And that personalized approach, I mean, it has a good side, which is the other lady on the call is making a business from it and can create amazing content and learn from it. And that's the good side. But of course, the other side, sadly, is that disinformation and other things and conspiracy theories and rabbit holes can be gone down. But it's how it works. It's that algorithm behind the scenes. I'm not saying that they've got the special sauce here, but obviously they've been around for a very long time. And now it's almost like more people watch it in America than watch TV. And it's actually, this is the strange thing, the biggest demographic of people that is growing it, doubled in the last year or so, is actually over 60s. So it's the next generation. It's the silver surfers that are watching more YouTube than ever before.
Oh, my dad is watching it to fix things and that last night. I had a conversation on Sunday with my best friend where we watched a zombie movie. It's like, how would you escape a zombie movie? He said you could YouTube it. And I'm like, well, yeah, people YouTube anything. Ruth, do you spend a lot of time watching other people's channels on YouTube?
Yeah, I do. But different things to what I post. I like watching videos about cooking or news, things like that, whereas the content I create is more travel. But yeah, I enjoy watching YouTube. I don't think I watch much TV at all these days, actually.
Yeah, that's become a thing. Dan, what would you use YouTube for?
Well, I must confess, I watch a lot of TED Talks on there. I have a TEDx talk there myself. You can go and Google it and go and find out Dan Södergren. You can watch it today. In fact, it was 2 years ago. I did it to this day, which is why I mentioned it. But there you go. But yeah, I tend to learn stuff, and I've learned stuff with the Khan Academy. And education's a massive thing on YouTube. So it's not just the fun stuff. But a lot of the fun stuff, of course, are people like Mr. Beast. Here's a bit of a thing for you. I don't know if you've ever heard of Mr. Beast, but he makes about $90 million a year. So it's not just education. It can be a bit of cash if you get it right.
If you get it right. That's the thing, isn't it? Thank you so much. Good to speak to both of you, Ruth and Dan there.